Hello everybody, I'm Donna from Purple Pinky Promises. Welcome. I see we have a little bit of light there, possibly in the way. There we go. Yay. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Purple Pinky Promises. Thanks for joining me today. If you're here, say hello. If you're on the replay, thank you. We appreciate you. Most definitely appreciate that you have taken the time out to watch our videos, my videos, and just give us, especially if you give us a leave us a comment. That really helps the algorithm. It helps get our good crafternoon to you too, Lindy. Thanks for joining me. Yay, I'm glad you're here. Hip hip. It helps get the channel viewed by other people that may not know about us. So leaving a comment, subscribing, hit that notification bell so that whenever we go live, you are notified. Excellent. Okay. I do believe we are ready to start. You probably can tell I'm in a different location. I was really struggling, and I decided I just needed a little bit more privacy when it came to creating. You might hear my kitty cats in the background. They're going to hear me talking, and they're going to want to come in. They're not allowed in here. It's actually, it's another story as to the reason why they're not allowed in here, but that has nothing to do with crafting. It's a completely different reason they're not allowed in here. So anyway, so yes, I'm at home and I am in a semi-quiet place, minus the cats yelling at me going, let me in, I hear you, Mom. Okay. So we are going to start a little vintage mini album series today. I have decided that this is going to be a fun little thing to, it's going to be something fun to try. And I've done mini albums in the past. It's been a while since I've done a little mini album series. So I just thought it would be fun to do this with our Vintage Thursdays. I will not get done today. I will stop whenever I feel like it's time to stop, and perhaps maybe we'll just get this part of the mini album done today, and I'll take a little thumbnail of it, and that'll kind of perhaps maybe indicate part one. So my thoughts, I'm not quite sure exactly how the whole mini album is going to come together, but I do know one thing. We are going to definitely put these little homemade pockets inside the mini album. And I'm going to kind of walk you through. I've got some die cuts pre-cut here. I'm going to show you what we're working with. This is the Graphic 45. This is, I believe it's the Countryside, Countryside. I already typed it. Farmhouse. It's Farmhouse. It's a Farmhouse set, and I will definitely post all of Farmhouse Keepsake Edition. That's what it is. So I will post all of the links down in the description for this video. But this pack comes with, oh gosh, you guys, it's packed. It's quite a great buy for what you get in it. You as you can see, all the papers that come in it. There's also even a little inspiration sheet and instructions on how to make some cards, which is nice. It has solids. It has 2 of each solid. And the solids have some nice little patterns on the back side. So these are the solids. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, oh, this is more of a fall-looking thing. Actually, it's Farmhouse, and it can be anytime. The colors might lend themselves to more fall-looking colors, but, I mean, it's cute. It's vintage, and in my opinion, it can be anytime. So there we have it. Really cute paper, super cute. And I have cut out from these, which I've already showed you. These are some of the solids that I have here cut. We've already done this one. Some really, really, really just adorable papers. Very nice. Very, very nice. There's a sticker sheet. So, yeah, nice quality papers. Oh, I didn't even show you the other side of those. Sorry. Some floral. I don't know if I showed you the other side of these two either. So those are the other sides. There's this, and then the polka dot. Who doesn't love a pretty black polka dot? And I really like this sheet. If we get to it, I'm going to be making another pocket from this. This will be really, really cute. I've already showed you that one. I think I showed you this one already. Yeah. And then the last set of papers. A nice little chalkboard with black and cream colored gingham. My word, you can't get much better than that. I love that. I love this set. I think it's absolutely adorable. And I think we're going to get a really cute album from it. Okay. So not only do you get all that, you also get a die set, a coordinating die set, and some ephemera. And we'll be playing with some of this ephemera throughout this. I know, Graphic 45, top notch. I agree, Lindy. This kit does not disappoint at all. So, I'm just going to kind of set this aside for right now because we've gone through that paper. So I did cut some of the dies from that die set, but I also cut some dies from the Vivid Blooms, the Spellbinders Vivid Blooms. I'm going to scoot my chair over because I kind of feel like I'm sitting away from my space, like reaching over to my space here. Okay, which is going to cause me to do work off screen. Yeah, so we've got a nice little die set. So I have die cut flowers from there. And that's all I have so far. This will be on the fly for sure. 100%. It's kind of how I roll. I have pre-folded some paper, and I'll tell you how I got this. So this is super easy, you guys, and I honestly did this piece just, you know, off the cuff. I started with a piece of this paper cut 8.5 by 11. And then I take over the fold to where this much up here, you can see this much is hanging over, about as equal as this is hanging over. I just kind of eyeballed it. And then I fold it in. Just kind of, it's an eyeball also. You could tuck in this direction. You can tuck in any direction that you like to make this work. But super cute, and I'm not sure which way I want to. Do I want this? I think I kind of like that. That's kind of cute. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to cut this off, and we're going to have a pocket where we can tuck things in for this project. So that's all there is to it, folks. I mean, I just went with it. Just kind of folded it. It does, I can actually give you some measurements if you want a measurement on where the fold falls. So I don't know what I just knocked out. So from corner to corner, when you get your corner to corner, it's going to be over 12 inches, but I'm going to kind of measure, and I went on the right side first, so I'm going to kind of measure from the fold over. It's at about 4.5. So you could bring your you could bring your ruler and just kind of do that with it to get that fold where you want it. And then on this side, I kind of did, whoopsie, I'm going to turn it this way. And it's a little over 4.5, which is actually fine because, you know, you've got to, it's just an eyeballing thing. So it's 4 and, you know, it's a 16th measurement. So I'm not counting all those 16ths. It's just almost, it's 1/16 away from being 4 3/4. So there you go. All right. And which works out that this side is bigger because then it's going to tuck over here into this little part really nicely. So, which is what I decided I did want. And if you don't like this, you can cover it up. You can cover it with something. You can glue that down and put some ephemera on it. Not a big deal, which is probably what I will end up doing. All right, I'm going to get a bone folder here and just kind of, I'm just going to kind of go with a bone folder and just go over it and just really get it good and pressed down to where you might have some cracking, but guess what, guys? It's a vintage album, so it's fine, in my opinion. So, just burnishing all of my edges here, so it's nice, and I'm committing to what I have here folded. So now it's not going to be so puffy outside of putting stuff inside. All right, I did bring, where did you go? Oh, it's in here. I brought my trusty little punch for tags, and we're gonna put some tags in there. We'll probably, I think I'm gonna make a bookmark of some sort to go in there. I thought that would be kind of pretty. So yeah, I have some other stuff that I brought, and I'll introduce them as I pull those things out, because I haven't really decided what that's going to look like just yet. So I think the first thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and glue this down. So, or actually first I'm going to trim it. So we're going to trim. So I'm going to trim this top off. If you like that look, you could stay with that look. You could even round it. I'm actually going to trim it from corner to corner. So that I might want a nice little 5.5 measurement if I can get that, but it's not going to happen. So I'm going to have to go with where my corners line up to cutting it off. So that's going to be 5 3/8. Bring it up a little bit more for this corner. So now we have a 16th measurement. And if I wanted it to be an even measurement, or not an even measurement, but a measurement that's a little bit easier for a background, I can bring it up even further, which probably isn't such a bad idea. So I'm probably going to go ahead and bring it up to 5 1/4, so that way when I place it on a background, it's a little bit easier to measure. This whole thing measures across . Oops. It is 4 5/8, almost 4 5/8. So it might be a little tricky, but it's not going to be too bad. But that's okay. All right, so now I'm going to commit this down. I'm going to glue. And I'm just going to glue it down behind here, just along this edge here. And I feel like I may not want it here because I'm going to probably want to be able to possibly use that to tuck in. So think we'll just leave it like that. So there it is. Okay. Now we have a pocket. So I do have a plan to create another pocket. And see, look, you can even use these leftover pieces for something. So that might be something fun to use. We could actually, if I wanted to, I could kind of do that with a corner here. And then I could kind of go in with a corner here if I wanted to. Kind of get a really fun and unique look like that. So, I don't know. Let's think about it. Let's just think about it. Okay. What to do first? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make a tag or a bookmark. Let's do a bookmark. So I'm going to create something that's actually going to go right into this portion of this so that it, yeah, something that fits in there. Something long enough. So let's do I think we measured this to be 5 1/4. So we definitely want it to be sticking out, but not too far out. So I would say 5 3/4 would probably be okay. I'm thinking that my album is going to be a 6x6 album. That's what I'm thinking. That could change. So stay tuned for that. I am going to take out some paper and try to decide which one I really, and I do want some, I think I want some color, but if we're going to put some ephemera on it, we need to be aware of patterns. So what's the back? That's the back side of that. Okay. I think I want to go with this, a tag that uses this gingham, a little bit of gingham on the front, and thinking. Yeah, I want this. This is cute. Let's do that yellow. Might be too washed out though, because there's a lot of I need something with a little bit more. Do you know, choosing paper is hard. It's hard. It's not easy. I just had an idea. I mean, it's not the right direction. This would be the right direction. This would make a cute, this right here would make a cute bookmark, wouldn't it? Because it's long and it's kind of together. We could also do one here. Let's measure it. Let's see. This measures. This one might work out better because it's not quite as long. So we might put it too short, or just this one right here might work. And we'll put it on the front. Yeah. I do like that though. That's cute. Let's see, this one measures out a little over 3. And if we did this one right here, almost 2. I think we could do these two. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm just gonna fussy cut. And then I'll trim it to give it a nice little polished look. Cut this out first. And I think as I line that up, it is going to work. So I'm going to trim that off. That is cute right here. And then we'll make a tag. You might not get everything fully embellished. It might take me some time to think about what I want to do with this. Let's move this out of the way. And here I said, I need something with color. Well, I think I'm going to do, I'm going to do this on a piece that is, yeah, let's just go ahead and do our best to trim that nice. Do one more. Oh gosh, I see here it says mince pies, and that just makes me think of my grandma. My grandma would make mincemeat pies, and I loved mincemeat pie. Although I think that in the old days, they actually used meat, minced meat. But the minced meat pie that my grandma used to make was like apples and spices, just cloves, very delicious. So I loved it. My brother and I frequently talk about mincemeat pie. I don't know that he cared too much for it. But I, on the other hand, absolutely love it. I don't think that that is very even. Just going to kind of even it out. There we go. So there's that. I might trim that off the sides. Let's trim that and get that more even. Has anybody out there ever had mincemeat pie? Either way, the old-fashioned way or the sweet pie with apples and all the spices. I talk a lot about my grandma's cooking when she was, when I was younger. I loved my grandma's cooking. Okay, let's see. I was going to put this on. I think I was going to use this yellow. Gingham. Just thought that would be really cute. So I'm going to go ahead and measure this out. I want this to be, I've never eaten mincemeat pie. I've never had the savory kind. I've only had the sweet. But, you know, anytime I've ever mentioned mincemeat pie, people turn their nose up. It's kind of funny. I just cut this part out by hand, and I'm going to trim it up nicely. let's see. I think I was going to go with 5 3/4. I'm just going to trim this up here and then go with the 5 3/4 from there. And then go on the side. Let's get a nice little, make it 2 3/4. How's that? So I think that would be really cute. Really cute. For a nice little bookmark tag, whatever you want to call it. Super fun. One of the things I thought I could do is use some of these little flowers. I did pull out thought that would be cute. We could embellish it with flowers, and we can actually take, I might use black as a distress ink around the edges on this. So something I'm looking at here, I've die cut these on the solid side, but it would be really cute to do some pattern leaves. I might die cut some more of those at another time out of some of that, but I just think that would be really cute. That's kind of cute like that. Super cute. I kind of like that. But we won't get too anxious to finish off that pocket. This would be cute on either edge. Definitely. Like that. And then gotta leave a room for, sometimes I like to finish off those edges, but I think we'll leave them square. And that just might be our first bit that goes in. So now that we have this, on the other side, it will be solid, and which is a nice place for something to be, you know, you can write, journal on the back side of this, or you could actually put some pictures and journal with that. So that's kind of where my thinking is on this. So let's commit that down. If I don't really want to put any, just trying to decide if I want any leaves or anything. I think I'm just going to leave it simple like that. I think that's really, really cute. I do like that. Let's do it. Let's commit it. I may bring this down a little for a hole so we can punch a hole there. It's time to fill the bottle. If I leave it on its side, it won't be so difficult. Just eyeballing it where it needs to go. Cute. Very cute. I do love this plaid. Gingham plaid. Tomato, tomato. I think this is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun series. I thought how fun it would, my thoughts were how fun would it be to do a mini album series on Vintage Thursday. So yes, yes, please. All right. Anybody else besides Lindy here today? Shout it out. How's the connection? John and I put in a new mode. Well, I was the one that mostly did it, but got a new modem in here this last weekend. Yep, I got a little too far here, but that's okay. It's still cute. You still get the gist of it. What did you do on Memorial Day weekend? I'm asking too many questions before you actually even answer the first question. That drives me crazy when people do that. So you may answer the first question. All right. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that the connection's good. Okay, good. I'm glad. That makes a difference. Grab this. Okay. Normally I might put something like this on dimension, but because it's going to slide in and out, and that just makes me think I need to get each of these edges glued down really well, because when it slides in and out, it might get caught on an edge that is sticking up. So we're going to get this glued down really nice. Bring it down. And I think this balances out. This looks really nice like that. So like, where did my flower go? Right on my finger. Okay. If you are a vintage person, you are gonna want to watch this series, because I think you're gonna like it. This little set does not disappoint. I would agree 100%. All right. I forgot already what my measurement was on this. 2 3/4? Yep, 2 3/4. So we're going to try to get that punched in the middle. I do have a punch down here. This is an old Stampin' Up! Punch. I think if I punch that, I'll get it right in the middle to where it's come on. There we go. So I can kind of eyeball it. The center place. So nice. Perfect. Okay. And now I think we might get inky here in a minute. Got some twine, some ribbon here that I feel like it's too bright white. So I thought maybe I would take some ink and kind of brown it up. I think we'll do sandcastle. And you can dry it. I think that was a very juicy pad. Also doing, I need some water in here. Also doing a series helps me to plan out a little bit better, or to know a little bit more about what I'm doing for the live. So at least I have something planned out for the last Thursday of every month. I am gonna kind of come in here and remove a little bit of that ink. So it's not quite too dark. More of a tea stain color, and plus it's really wet. So I'm kind of also pulling up some of that water as well. All right. We could let that just sit and kind of dry, but I think what I'm going to do instead is just dry it with the heat tool. That was Sandcastle. I like it. It's going to get loud. Excuse the loudness. We can at least jump start the drying. I think that's good. Might as well utilize what I've got. All right. It's probably not quite all the way dry. So, loving that. Super cute. I'll let that dry just a little bit longer. I think this is going to be a nice little, tag that can peek out from our pocket. So my goal is to make a mini album here with some pockets glued down, inserted. Just a small little album made from scratch. Nothing spectacular, or that's dry enough. Nothing really fancy for a base. Just a simple, some simple folds and simple assembly of that. This part is the part that's going to make it kind of wow. So that's what I'm planning to do. Is got to be careful. I don't want to tear. There it is. Cute little piece. Let's do one more. So I won't be using all of these pieces this week, just to let you know, these are already ready to go for, in case I get inspired by them. So let's do a little tag that can kind of go down in this area. And I think on this one, I'm going to I have a page that I really, there's I need to pull out my favorites. And then after that, I'm going to do the fold that I was talking about for another pocket. And then we can kind of decorate that. Where did that piece of paper go? Here it is. I love this page. It's just really cute. And I think with the rust colored background would be really cute. So I am going to go ahead and cut the tag or punch the tag out of that rust color as a solid in the background. So this will be just more of a decorative and not necessarily anything that will have journaling or the back side can have pictures on it, but the front is definitely I don't know that that's big enough for what I want. Yeah, it's 2 1/4. We can get a 2 1/4 tag. Just looking to see what I want here. And I like this chicken scratch part. That's cute. Do I have it down here? No. So I'll cut this part off. And we'll just kind of cut it like this. And then I might just trim it like here. That's cute. But first, let's get our base. It's all about that base. Let's see. How high do I want this? I think I want it to kind of pop up about that much. So I'm going to go 3 inches in height. So let's trim this off. And let's go 3 inches. Now I can kind of trim this to 2 1/4 maybe. Oh, just a smidge. We might go 2 inches, folks, because that didn't quite get it. Now we'll go 2. I think that's going to be cute. We can't come all the way. Yep, that's cute. I like that. Okay, so 1 3/4 is what we're going to have to do. First, let's punch this. Going in with 2 inches. Does that look kind of uneven? Let's do this side. Get my paper trimmer here, folks. Yeah. Chicken scratch. It's cute. So, 1 3/4 by 2. Yeah, let's go 2. 1 3/4 by 2. Let's try that. Take some more off. Oops. So, boy, that was uneven. Y'all. Let's take that and make that even so that that will sit even when I cut that. 1 3/4 by, oh, that's what it is. Okay, I gotta make that even. By, yeah, that's better. What did I say? 1 3/4. By 2. That's what I said, I think. Isn't that what I said? I love those little chicks. And it says chicken scratch. So we can embellish this up since we just, you know what, it'd be kind of nice to do if I had thought about it. Would be, let's take some of the ephemera. Let's see what we have in that ephemera pack. We can look at it here, see what we've got that would be really cute down there in the bottom. I did have a heart. I did die cut a heart. There's some flowers in here too. Let's pull these out. Let's just kind of see what we got. I'll be saving all my scraps. My thoughts are once I finish one sheet, I'll be saving the other one. Isn't that what we do? That's kind of big. Got some cute little ephemera. That can go there. Let's zoom in a little, you can see a little bit better. I think this is so cute. I love that so much. Oh, I love you. That's cute. Some of these make great would make great cards. Simple things. Oh, that's cute. And it can kind of go off the edge a little. Hello, sunshine. That's cute. Oh, welcome. That's cute. That would be cute, like as a little speech bubble from one of the animals. Love. Oh. Chicken scratch love. Instead of muskrat love. Oh, this is cute. I do like that. That's cute. Oh, laughter. There's a cow. That's kind of big. Oh, look, a little baby chick. Look at the chicks. It kind of gets lost. We need some more contrast for that little fella. There's tickets. What? Oh, we will be using those. We will be using those. Oh, this is pretty. Look at me. I'm all excited about all the little ephemera. That would be cute up there. I definitely like that. So let's keep that. Look at all this cute little ephemera bits and pieces. Oh, so cute. The cow or duck. Gather. I love these. There's even some really nice tickets in here, or frames. Really pretty. I love that pig in the lettering. Okay. I think I like the love. It kind of fits on there really nice. So I think I'm going to go with that. Maybe something like that. That's kind of cute. Feels like it needs more. And I can always come back and fill in. I haven't really looked through this completely either. Ooh, I love the chicken. What is it about chickens? I like chickens. Oh, but this is my happy place. It's kind of wide though. That's cute. The little pig. Oh, the pig is cute. I don't know, you guys. This is hard. And out in TV land, they say, just pick something. I like pigs too. I think I'm going to go with I like the flower. I think I like that. Little pig over that would be get some layering going. Maybe instead of that, we could go the other direction. Yeah, I like that. Because this kind of goes off. What do you guys think? Pig, no pig. Maybe a smaller flower. Had a smaller flower. I'm not crazy about that flower there, but ooh, let's layer some flowers. Let's do that. That's cute. I like it. It's done. So just a fun little tag to insert is all I'm really wanting. Where did I put my glue? There it is, right in front of my face. I've been doing this lately. So we need to make sure that this is completely glued down. Otherwise it's gonna be, it might be a little bit of a challenge to slide that in there. Just wondering how this would look with the heart on it. Yeah. It would be really cute if we could put an animal on that O, like the duck, but it's too big. I just don't see anything small enough. If we put another flower on there, it might be too much. Are there any smaller flowers? Any teensy weensy ones? I'm gonna have to get a little bin for this, you guys, to sort all this out. Gosh, that chicken right there. You know, I almost feel like a chicken here would be really, really cute, but it might work. The flower here. That's kind of cute. I kind of like that. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I almost feel like it might even need a little bit more of a background to it, but that's a little more layering, but that's okay. We'll remember that next time. And I do want to make a bigger tag, but this one works for the bottom. Let's put down our flower. I like it running off the page at the bottom a little, kind of off the corner. Whoops. That's okay. Nope, let's bring that up. There. That's cute. Let's put this at the top. I'll show you the next pocket I'm going to make real quick here. And then we'll just kind of wrap things up for today. I'm going to be anxious to do this. This is going to be cute. This might actually be a 3-week series or 3-month series. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I think I have to get the glue off these back here. Y'all never do that, do you? Put glue where it doesn't belong. And then let's brought some ribbon. Let's put this pretty little ribbon on here. Did I cut off enough? Yeah, I did. Then we'll take some twine and tie that together. So I brought this. We have this, and all this ribbon is in the shop. I am cutting this so that I can use it as some twine. So this pulls apart. It's kind of neat. I kind of like how it's really versatile like that, but you can also pull a piece out and use it for some twine. So that is what I'm doing here. So and now I have a big ephemera mess. Yep. This one needs to be, I need to reverse that. Or do I? Nope, I need to go the other way. Sometimes when I'm not sure, I have to turn it upside down. There we go. Much better. I am a bow fiddler. And I do enjoy a pretty bow. That's cute. Okay, where's my pocket? Is it all underneath here? What did I do with it? Nope. Here it is. Super cute. Oh, I love it. I love how that's just, that could sit kind of like so. And we'll just have all kinds of little tags and whatnot in here. We might even do a big piece where you could put a picture on it. And yeah, so that part, you've got, so let's take all this ephemera. Move this aside, and I'm going to do if it doesn't work, I'll make another one. It'll be real quick. We're not going to decorate it this week, but I'll just make it real quick to add to the project. So what I'm needing to do is I'm going to have to pick a piece of paper, kind of like I picked for this one. Oops, I have it in the wrong, do I have it in the wrong side? No. And I might just, actually, that is probably not a bad idea to bring some of that oops, I had it this way, didn't I? I don't remember what I did. Who knows what I did? But it might be nice to do that to kind of give it some, bring some of that chicken wire in there. I think I might end up using that. Okay. So how I used a solid because, you know, it's going to have a, we're going to decorate it, and we're going to have a lot of patterns going on. So I'm going to take another one of these solids, and I'm thinking, which one do I want? I think I'll take this one as a solid. I think it'll work really, really nice because it won't matter. The pattern on the back won't matter as much. That's kind of like what I did with the chicken wire. So, oh, this isn't big enough. I'm gonna have to pull out my other cutter. So I'm gonna go with a measurement that is 7 by 7. This is my little experiment here. This is the straight edge. Let's take this off. Well, I think we can get it all in there, can't we? Let's get this straight. Trim that down. All right, now we're good and even. So I'm going to go 7 by 7 on this measurement. And I'm hoping that it's not going to end up too small or too big, but I think we're going to be okay. So 7 by 7. And oh, thank you, Lindy. We're just going to fold. Thinking here. Because I'm going to bring that. Yeah, I think I'm going to go this direction with it. So I'm going to bring this. If not, we can always just refold it. I need to get my head in here so I can see. And we're just going to fold that down. And then we're going to bring this one up. I'll commit it here in a minute once I decide what I'm doing. Okay. Then we fold this one up. Yeah, that's what I'm bringing it to the fold line. Excuse me, you guys, sorry. Bringing it to the fold line. And then once that's cut off, we're just gonna bring these in and tuck them. It'll be kind of like an envelope looking type of thing. So let's, and now I can't decide if I want it pattern side out. I think I'm going to do solid because we've got lots of patterns going on with all of this. All right. All right, let's commit. Let's commit to what we're doing here. If this is too small, I can always make another one. We could have 2 of them. All right, let's trim that off. Where's that at? There we go. That's kind of the nice thing about this is I can kind of, might be easier to see on the other side. I think it is. All that pattern gets in my, there we go. Just gonna trim it on this, the full line and bring it up. And then we're gonna fold it again, kind of like we did that. We're gonna create a pocket. Might be too far. I'm eyeballing it, folks. I'm a little brave. And then we'll just bring this one over to this point. Yeah. Yeah, right there. That looks good. And it is on the small side. I don't like that. This is what happens when you eyeball it. I think it needs to come down just a little. Where's my... There we go. See what I'm doing here, and I'm just looking at how even that needs to look. I'm just gonna fold that, fold that, and then we're just gonna tuck it. How cute is that? And so then we have little tuck spots here and here and here, and even like here. So we've got a bunch of, I think I already said that, but we've got some cute little tuck spots. We could glue this closed. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. So now we have another envelope to work with next week. Not next week, next vintage time, which will be the last Thursday of June. And then we'll also probably finish it up the last Thursday of July. Super fun. If you are local and you're watching, just a reminder, we are closed this Saturday. It is a 5th Saturday. So if you have some shopping to do, you can come in and see us tomorrow. After I'm done live, I'm gonna go send out the email, post it on Facebook and all the things. So, all right. Let's measure this. We just might be able to, it's small, but that's okay. I think it's a little smaller than I wanted it to be. It's about 5 inches tall. That's not horrible. But we'll get little things in there. We can tuck in some of our ephemera in there. We don't have to do anything with it. This will be a perfect little piece for all of that. We'll work some more on this next time. So thank you for joining me, you guys. I certainly appreciate. Let me do that as a thumbnail. Just get our little progress showing on our thumbnails. So thank you so much for joining me, and I really appreciate all that you guys do to support our channel and our little crafty store. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your weekend. Bye-bye. Week.